Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be covering what is word morphology, what are words and their components, and then I will explain difference between word and morpheme. Guys, I have uploaded a complete NLP subject tutorials. I will provide that link in description. You can watch from there. If you are watching this video for the first time, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. First I will explain what is word morphology. Word morphology is study of how words are formed and structured. It explains how small parts of a word called morphemes are put together to form a new words. I'll give an example. For example, if you consider unhappy, unhappy is formed by combining two words. One is un and next one is happy. Guys, we call small parts of word as morpheme. So un is one morpheme and happy is one morpheme. So two morphemes are combined together to form a new word. We call it as word morphology. For example, if you consider cats, this word cats are formed by combining two words. One is cat and next one is s. Cat is considered as one morpheme and s is considered as other morpheme. Both morphemes are combined to form word cats. So word morphology means how words are formed and structured. How this word is formed? By combining small parts of word like cat, s. We call this cat as morpheme and s is considered as one morpheme. So new words are formed by combining morphemes. Guys, if you want to perform word morphology, that is nothing but if you want to form new words, words are formed by combining small pieces. We call that pieces as root word, prefix and suffix. For example, this word unhappy is formed by combining un plus happy, where un is prefix, that is before root word, so we call it as prefix, and happy is root word. And similarly, if you consider cats, this word cats are formed by combining cat and s, where cat is root word and s is suffix. Word which comes before root word is known as prefix and word which comes after root word is known as suffix. So in unhappy, un is prefix and in cats, s is suffix. Words are made up of small pieces. We call these pieces as root word, prefix and suffix. And computers need to understand this word morphology concept because computers will understand real meaning of word. And next one is morpheme. I already explained what is morpheme. Morpheme means small part of a word that has meaning. For example, if you consider unhappy, un mean not and happy mean feeling good. Un is one morpheme and happy is other morpheme. Unhappy is formed by combining these two words. And similarly, if you consider cats, cat is considered as one morpheme and s is other morpheme. Both are combined together to form cats. So morphology breaks words like unhappy and cats into meaningful parts. In this unhappy, un is one meaningful part and happy is one meaningful part. Morphemes are classified into three types. One is root word and next one is prefix and next one is suffix. Guys, root word means main part of the word. For example, if you consider playing, in playing, play is root word and prefix mean which comes before the root. In unhappy, un is considered as prefix because it will come before root word and next one is suffix. Suffix will come after root word. For example, in playing, ing is considered as suffix because it will come after root word play. So morphemes are classified into three types. One is root word which contains main meaning and next one is prefix which will come before root and next one is suffix which will come after root word. Next I will explain why morphology is important in natural language. And the first one is to understand word meaning. As for example, someone will say happily. So by using morphology concept, that is by dividing this big word into meaningful small words, computer will understand this meaning. Happily mean happy plus ly and here root word is happy. So now NLP will understand that happily mean in happy way. So morphology is important in order to understand word meaning. And second one is to group similar words. As for example, if you consider run, runs, ran, running, all belongs to same group. So in order to group similar words, we need to use word morphology. So word morphology will treat all these words as single group. And third one is for correct translation. As for example, I will write text in Telugu or Hindi. Now translator will automatically convert that words into English with the help of morphology. And fourth one is to improve search result. As for example, in Google, I will type buying a bike. So Google will give results for buying a bike and as well as bought a bike, buy a bike and as well as buying a vehicle. Like that, Google will search the results in various forms. So search result and as well as user experience improves. User will get search results properly. And fifth one is to guess unknown word meanings. For example, computer doesn't know meaning of hopeful. So now computer will understand meaning by using morphology. That is nothing but separating main word into morphemes. That is nothing but meaningful parts. Like hope plus full, where hope is root word and full is suffix, meaning full of hope. This is an example of word morphology. For example, I will search for unbelievable. Now morphology will split my word into three parts. We call those parts as morphemes. One is prefix, and next one is root, and next one is suffix. Un is prefix, believe is root, and able is suffix. So in NLP, after separating my complete word into various morphemes like prefix, root, and suffix, a computer will understand full meaning. Unbelievable means cannot be believed. Like that, in NLP will understand word meanings with the help of morphology. Next I will explain what are various words and their components. In natural language processing, words are not treated just as full words. NLP breaks words into smaller parts to understand their structure and meaning. As in NLP, words are not considered as full words. NLP will break full word into separate words to understand structure and meaning. And we call the small parts of words as components. If computer knows various components of words, then computer will understand word meaning, how words are formed, and how to process them correctly. These are main components of words in NLP. And the first one is morphemes. I already explained what are morphemes. Morpheme means small part of a word that has meaning. For example, if you consider unhappy, unhappy, two morphemes. We can break words into morphemes, but we cannot break morphemes further. For example, if you consider happy, happy is morpheme. We cannot break happy further like H plus AP plus PY. So morphemes cannot be broken further. And second component is root word. We also call this root word as base form. Root word is main part of the word. For example, in playing, play is root, and in happiness, happy is root. And third one is prefix. We will add prefix before the root word. For example, if you consider unhappy, un is prefix, and in rewrite, re is prefix. And fourth component is suffix. Suffix will come after root word. For example, if you consider player, play is root word, and similarly in running, run is root word. So suffix will come after root word. So er is considered suffix and ing is considered suffix. And fifth component is lemma. We call lemma as dictionary form or base word. For example, if you consider running, ran and runs, all this comes from base word, that is run. So run is considered as lemma. And similarly, if you consider better, better and best will come from base word, that is good. So good is considered as lemma. For example, I will convert running to run. This process is known as lemmatization. So converting any word to lemma is known as lemmatization. And sixth one is stem. Because if you consider any word, if you remove prefix and suffix for that particular word, the word which remains after removing prefix and suffix is known as stem. For example, if you consider played, if you remove suffix, that is ed, we call this play as stem. And similarly, if you consider happily, if you remove suffix, that is ly, then HAPPI is considered stem. And seventh one is inflection. Guys, if you change any form of a word in order to show tense, number and gender, then we call it as inflection. I'll give one example. I will change run to ran, which is past tense. For example, I will change boy to boys, child to children, girl to girls. I'm changing to plural form. And eighth one is compound words. Name itself says compound, means multiple words. We need to join two or more words in order to form a new word. For example, if you consider blackboard, blackboard is considered a single word, but it is formed by combining two words. One is black and next one is board. And similarly, if you consider notebook, notebook is single word, but it is formed by combining two words. One is note and next one is book. So two words are joined to form a new word is known as compound word. I already explained this example. Whenever you search for unbelievably, with the help of morphology, computer will divide that complete word into three parts like prefix, suffix and root, and then computer will understand final meaning. Next I will explain difference between word and morpheme. Word means full unit of language and morpheme means small part of a word that has meaning. For example, if you consider unhappy, unhappy is considered as word, and whereas if you consider un plus happy, un is one morpheme and happy is one morpheme, and words can stand alone. Sometimes morphemes can stand alone or cannot stand alone. For example, if you consider cat, cat is one morpheme which can stand alone. We can understand this meaning. For example, if you consider only s, it cannot stand alone because there is no meaning for s. So based on situation, morphemes can sometimes stand alone or sometimes they cannot stand alone. Words are combination of one or more morphemes and we cannot break morphemes further. We cannot break cat like c plus a plus t because cat is a morpheme. As in sentence, we will count each word, and whereas in each word, we will count morpheme. And we will use words in order to form sentence, and whereas by using morpheme, we can structure each word. These are differences between word and morpheme.